Hello and welcome to Amarcast India Tech News Update, 3rd June 2020. Now, today we start off with a very good feature which Facebook has come out with, and I think we all were waiting for this feature. Facebook has come out with this feature called Manage Activity Tool. In this, you can go back to the updates of Facebook which you put. You can filter them. You can select multiple of these updates and you can delete them or archive them. Now, I think this is what we all been probably waiting for. At least I was waiting for that. If we have to go back to some update which you want to remove from our timeline or which you want to delete, it was very difficult. You scroll down. So here, using this feature, you can easily manage your old posts. You can delete them. You can archive them, and you can delete multiple posts at the same time, and there is a filter tool as well. So it's a very simple to use tool which they've given, and I think it's very useful. So great to hear this. Second news comes in continuation with what we've been discussing in last few days, is the remove China apps app in India has been removed by Google. There's no clear answer why it's been removed, and I think last it had 4.7 million downloads. And the remove China apps people, they've said on their Twitter account that Google has suspended our app, and thank you for your support. And they've also shown you how to find the country of an app. I mean, they've shown a procedure, and you can find the country of the app, and if it is Chinese, you can remove it. And they've also asked Google a question why the app was removed. So even I'm surprised why the app is removed. There's nothing wrong with this app. Not that I support this, but if somebody wants to find out all the apps from China and wants to delete the app, it's okay. But Google has deleted this, so this is a little bit of a big daddy play Google has done. Next news, which is a little technical, and at some level I'll not be able to fully explain this. Tiger Global, the deal they had with Walmart, in which the sale of Flipkart happened, $16 billion. I don't know how much exactly was the equity of Tiger Global, but they had applied for zero withholding tax, and the authority for advanced rulings has rejected the application. And that means that they have to pay tax, which could affect obviously the profits they took home. And this AAR ruling has also happened in last few years for multiple other companies. Now, part of this happens when the tax authorities feel that people are taking undue benefits of the Mauritius treaty, and some other instances wherein the structures are built up just for tax avoidance purposes. So I think there is a double taxation treaty between India and Mauritius, and Mauritius structures and companies which are grandfathered from Mauritius, they are set up basically to have these tax avoidance. They use this for tax avoidance, and the government is no longer willing to kind of give credit for this, and the companies would have to pay tax. And in this particular case, the case of Tiger Global, on the Flipkart exit, this has been labeled as an investment through Mauritius, but it was done for tax avoidance, and thus it's not eligible for treaty benefits. So I think I think it just doesn't affect Tiger Global. It also affects many other startups wherein the money has come through the Mauritius route, and this tax avoidance clause will also kind of not be valid for them in case the AAR thinks that this was done specifically for tax avoidance. Next news is in continuation of our yesterday's discussion. Mark Zuckerberg has finally had a call with Q&A with all his employees in a video Q&A. New York Times report this, and New York Times was part of the call. And in this particular Q&A, the point which was discussed was President Trump's inflammatory post, starting from when looting starts, shooting starts. And again, Zuckerberg has said it was a tough decision, it was a thorough decision. He didn't violate any policy, and I think this is in reaction to the virtual walkout which the Facebook employees did due to inaction of Mark Zuckerberg. So I think he's trying to probably tell the world and probably tell his own employees that he's been fair, which he's not been. Especially when he said that we cannot validate anything what Trump says. So I think all this is to protect his reputation as a fair leader. But you need to take all these actions only when you have not been fair. And I think Zuckerberg is not being fair, and these are just some PR activities he's trying to do to show how fair leader he is, how much he cares about news. He was being thorough. These are all those things which are kind of talked about once the activity is over and the damage is done, and you just kind of feel that it is a complete PR stunt at Mark Zuckerberg's behest, and he's just trying to do something to save his reputation. So this is all for today, for 3rd June. I'll again see you on 4th June 2020. Thank you very much.